What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! All right, ladies and gentlemen, got a brand new episode for everybody. 102. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Getting ready for this fantasy football draft tomorrow. About to win it this year. I feel it, man.
This year? Yep.
Gotta say that every year until the injuries come in. So until then, this is my year, man.
It's a total crapshoot, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm rooting for you, Rich. Outside of me, I'll take you as number two.
I mean, as long as Tom doesn't win, I'll be fine.
I don't think we got to worry about that.
No, Tom always talks a big game in the beginning, then the season starts diving, and he's quiet the rest of the season. Like last year, he was like what? Like 6-2 or something at one point.
Yeah, I think he finished in first in the regular season, but didn't make it very far past that.
Yeah, I think he was out in the first round. I think he lost to Evan. I think that's who he lost to.
Yep.
So I mean, everybody's got it out for Tom. So as long as he doesn't win, everybody's gonna be satisfied. So
yeah, for sure.
I mean, speaking of the NFL, I mean, your boy Jimmy G, man, he resigned, man. What's going on over there, man?
You know, I think it really just boiled down to that. This is the only thing that in my mind that could have happened. They don't trust Trey Lance, and they were either going to cut him or give him probably more money guaranteed this year than he would have gotten anywhere else. And if he does well or does his job, I think that he gets a decent contract next year.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's going to be from. I think it's from another team though. I don't know if.
He's done with the 49ers after this year.
Yeah. But I mean, it plays in his favor because then he gets to go wherever he wants to go. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to worry about someone trading for him that he doesn't want, somewhere he doesn't want to be, and it gives him more options. So, and he gets to see how the teams play out based off like free agency, draft picks. So he can put himself in a great position, and probably finish out his career somewhere. So.
Yeah, exactly, and I think he's a serviceable guy. He obviously doesn't play through much in terms of injury, but I think he can be a fine backup, or if you need a fill-in guy, I think he's perfect for that. So or like a stopgap, kind of like the Ryan Fitzpatrick. He could probably get you to the playoffs. Obviously, he's taken San Francisco to 2 of the last 3 NFC championships, but I don't think he has what it takes to get to to finish it off.
Yeah, we'll see what the Giants do with Daniel Jones. That could be an option for us, depending on how the draft picks fall. There's some other teams as well. Atlanta could be one. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I think he'll go somewhere where it's not too much of a rebuild.
Indianapolis. If Matt Ryan doesn't play out.
Yep, the Saints, that could be another option if Jameson doesn't play out. So he's got options.
For sure.
As long as he doesn't go to Tampa.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, you can't go behind Brady after you got traded and then go to the come on, man.
That would be great.
Yeah, but I mean I'm sure they're gonna make a run for him as well, just because they're gonna be in the need of a quarterback as well. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if you saw this thing with your boy Sauce Gardner, man. He's getting a deal with Buffalo Wild Wings, man.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, man. He's getting the deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. Looks like they're kind of trying to give him like his own sauce, basically off his nickname.
Oh, the sauce.
Sauce, yeah. So I think that's gonna be it's gonna be funny to see him in commercials hitting us with the double sauce tundra.
The guy does have a lot of swag. Had a good preseason. He's going to be a starter coming out. So, get him sauced up.
There you go. See, you should be. You're already on the marketing team, man. Get him sauced up at Buffalo Wild Wings, man. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I like the. I feel like the NFL is finally moving in the direction of like showcasing their players, because I mean you don't really see many players, but outside of the helmet. So sometimes when you see players, most people don't really recognize who they are because they're not really in commercials. Some of the most notable ones is like Odell, just because he had the catch and he's out there like that. So other players people don't really know too well or wouldn't be able to recognize them without the helmet on or the jersey. So I like the way that they're moving in this direction. NFL is the number one sports franchise, so to say, sometimes. So they're just keeping their the momentum going. I'm looking forward to the season, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I don't know if you saw your boy Aaron Donald was hitting people with helmets at practice against the Bengals, man.
I did see that. I mean, it's almost comical. These most of these combined practices turn into you get a few brawls here and there. I mean, we saw it with Patriots in Carolina. You see it with the Rams and the Bengals. But yeah, Donald, he had two helmets in his hand at the end.
Yeah, he was down 2 fisticuffs, man.
By the way, I'm not messing with that guy.
No, definitely not. I mean, they showed the little clip of what happened, but you can't really see what started it. And then everybody's pretty much in a brawl kind of type of situation. Everybody's close. And then all of a sudden you see them helmets flying, man. He had Bengals helmets in his hand too, which was a funny thing.
That's so, what I mean,
he snatched the helmet from somebody. So on the not so fun side, your boy Brian Robinson got caught up in a robbery. So I guess some people were trying to rob him. But it doesn't look like he's going to miss much time, man. So, I mean, if you're still thinking about him in your fantasy team, that would definitely be a good pickup.
Yeah, they didn't put him on PUP, which means that they think he's going to be back within the first 4 weeks. And I don't know, how that all works out or whatnot. But good for him that he avoided a big time injury that would have could have really disrupted his career. It seems like everything is okay. But yeah, I think it's scary, man. Like I can't imagine.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially it's not even like he's like an established player. I mean, he's pretty much in his first year of football, and it's not like he had like a huge contract or anything like that. But
right,
I mean, right. for people to be after him like that, I mean, it shows that you got to be careful who you keep around you.
For sure. Now I got to find a new sleeper, Rich, for tomorrow.
Oh, for football? I mean, I got a bunch, man. I got some other ones, man. I've been doing my research, man.
Good.
I mean, just to throw it out there. So we got our fantasy football draft coming up tomorrow. Just like I said, it's about to go down. So, I mean, it's a lot of players, man. I mean, we talked about the rookies like London, Olave, Sky Moore, Lucius Jones, Pickens. Did we talk about Pickens?
Yes. The kid from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the receiver from Georgia.
Yep. Moving
up on the depth chart. He's definitely going to be getting a lot of playing time over there. Then we mentioned Brian Robinson. We mentioned Bochenko. He's moving up on the depth chart too for the Chiefs. Then there's Kyle Phillips from the Titans. He's he's like a slot receiver. So apparently, your boy
Tannehill.
Yeah, Tannehill. He loves throwing to slot receivers. So that might be a nice pickup if you're looking at receivers towards the end of your draft that people might not know about. He might be one. And then the other one, it was Dotson. Looks like he's going to be the starting slot for the Commanders. Mm-hmm. And Wentz loves throwing the slot receivers too. So that might be somebody else you could pick up late towards the end of the round. And then everybody else, I think we mentioned like Khalil Herbert. I heard I forgot to get first name Stevenson on the Patriots.
Ramondre.
Yep, I heard he's moving up in the depth chart. That might be another guy to keep your eye out for. Mm-hmm. There's Alex Pierce on the Colts. Another guy, another big slot receiver. He's like 6'2". And Matt Ryan likes throwing the slot receivers too. That could be another one. And then I know Wendell Robinson's moving up on the Giants depth chart. And then I don't know about there's another guy, Thornton. I don't remember where he was from.
Not Tyquan Thornton.
I don't remember the first name. I saw somebody mention him, but I don't know which one it was.
Tyquan Thornton was on. He's injured. He's on the Patriots.
Oh,
that was another guy.
Yeah. Okay. I think that might have been him to keep an eye out for if you have some receivers that get injured during the season. You're looking for some replacements, or if you're just looking to take some bets or some risk towards the bottom end of your draft. If you have pretty much your roster filled out, just in case guys explode on the scene. Mm-hmm. And then that's all I got for any other sleepers for fantasy football. But definitely looking forward to the fantasy football draft tomorrow. I'm down at 8. You're down at 4.
I'm at 3.
3? Okay. So I mean, the draft starts at 3. So I mean, you're gonna be
the draft does start at 3.
So I mean, you're gonna be setting the tone for everybody else behind you. So I'm looking forward to see what happens.
Same. You just never one pick can throw the draft into chaos. So that's what I wait for.
Yep. Because if somebody goes quarterback too early or tight end too early, then you're gonna see a wildfire of the same position go off. But I mean, you got to stay. You just got to go with the best available, and that's gonna be crazy. Because I know somebody's gonna do something crazy. I don't think it's gonna be Tom. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like Cross or Coughlin right behind me. I think Coughlin's at 9. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tom did something weird too, because he has the first pick. I feel like none of the players he's gonna like is gonna be there when he gets back down to him. But he's gonna be scrambling. Then on to the NBA. I mean, not too much here, but I mean, your boy Pat Beverly got signed to the Lakers, man. We need a LA Lakers Hard Knocks right now, man.
Oh my gosh!
I need to see that practice.
If that team goes in with LeBron, Beverly, and Westbrook all on the same floor, that's dangerous.
Yeah, man, I need to see a Hard Knocks of that joint right now, man. Because him and Westbrook have so much bad blood, man. The practices are definitely gonna be heated. I mean, Beverly's definitely gonna be calling out Anthony Davis. He's gonna be calling him soft. So, I mean, but I also think he's what they need as far as a toughness standpoint, kind of like a replacement for Rondo, but just not as skilled offensively. But I mean, he's going to give them that fire that they need to when it comes to if they get into the playoffs.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the guy you want on your side. You know, you saw with Minnesota. I think he brings definitely the heart and soul. He's tough. He's defensively minded, but he can still knock down a couple outside shots. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like the Lakers are just grasping for straws at this point. They don't know really what to do, is what it seems like to me.
Yeah, pretty much. It just looks like they're trying to stay relevant, but
yeah,
it's gonna be hard, man. Because once the season starts, if they don't get off to a hard start, it'll be over for them. Because there's so many teams that are. I feel like every team in the damn West is a playoff team.
Yeah, I know.
Except for like 1 or 2 teams. But I mean, they're gonna be fight. They would pretty much be fighting for the best team in LA. I mean, let alone their division. So, and then they're opening it up against the Warriors. So, I mean, they got to start off hot, because once these other teams start going, it's gonna be over for them.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let anybody get injured. So.
Oh gosh, they're gonna be done.
And then outside of that, your boy Chet's out for the season. We thought he would get injured and be out for the season because of his body type, his size, but it kind of came way earlier than we thought. But like I mentioned before, off air, man, I think this is even though it's bad, it seems bad for the Thunder. I think is also great because they got so many picks for next year. I think if they paired him with the other big kid that's coming out, I mean, that's a great 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but you're right. I think that it'll probably cost them a few wins in the this year. Again, they push them back into a top 5 pick, top 3 pick, something like that. And like you said, they're loaded with picks. So if it were a time where he's gonna go out and take it, not play a year, I think now's the time to do it, and they can load up with some other young talent around him.
Yeah, man, and also gives the opportunity for the other draft picks they got this year to showcase what they got. Because I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, that's one of the. As I said, if they get this kid from next year, man, with the first pick, man, I told you, man, I might have to put in my papers, man. That might be my second team right there, that OKC team, because it's giving me the early Kevin Durant and not Russell Westbrook vibes, but as far as like young talent that's really good. But they got like there'll be 2 potential KDs on their team if things pan out. So.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with the year David Robinson was out with the Spurs. They pretty much tanked and got Tim Duncan with the number 1 pick, and the rest was history. 5 championships later, really set them up. So maybe you get a situation like that. Not that Oklahoma City's established or that Chet Holmgren's established, but if you throw 2 number 1 picks or 2 top 3 picks into a young lineup like that. Hopefully it can work out for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then the NBA is doing the throwback jerseys this year. Looking forward to seeing those. Some of the '90s jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Might actually go out and cop one. They got the Suns one coming back.
Oh yeah.
I feel like those jerseys were great.
Yeah, the Suns one's awesome. I think Charlotte's was always good.
Yep.
I think they have the purple one coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some fun ones out there. I think what's the other one I was thinking of? Was it the Trailblazers?
The Rip City ones, or
no, not the Rip City ones. Just their old school like Blazers jerseys. Maybe that's not the one I'm thinking of.
I like the old Nuggets one.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. The Nuggets jersey, the old Alex English Nuggets jersey.
Yep.
Yeah, I like when they do some of those.
Yeah, man. Might have to go out and cop some, man. But this is gonna be dependent on what players are available, because them jerseys gonna be selling like hotcakes.
Yep.
Then my boy RJ Barrett, he got his extension. He got the 4 for $120. It's actually the first Knicks extension on a rookie since like '99 or some craziness, which is crazy. Hopefully, we can move in the right direction and start building through the draft instead of trying to wait till free agents come to try to get players. I mean, you got to do both.
Yeah, for sure. They've struggled in the draft and they've struggled signing free agents, and that's a recipe for disaster. So hopefully, they hit on this one and they can make some other moves to bolster themselves in the East, which is becoming increasingly tougher as well.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be a while before we get up there in the East. I think right now we're pretty much at best going to pretty much be a play-in team. So I think we have a lot of moves to try to make, and then we're gonna have to hit on some picks, man, because it's going to be a long day, because a lot of these players in the East are young. I mean, you got Tatum, Brown, you got Giannis, you got Embiid. I mean, these players in their early 20s. So.
Yeah, for sure. Again, like we talked about, the East is tough. You get the Bucks; they're not going anywhere. Celtics, obviously, not going anywhere. Philly, depending on what Joel Embiid you get and how our boy Harden does, they should be there at least for the next few years. Don't forget about Miami. You got Jimmy Butler and company down there, and Toronto. I mean, it's turning into a tough conference. I mean, it doesn't have the firepower, I would say, that the West has, but I think in terms of the talent, it's pretty equal across the top there.
Oh yeah, I mean. Yeah, if Toronto gets another piece, they're going to be dangerous too, because Scotty Barnes is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we have to see how it plays out. I mean, we can't be getting the picks right behind the players we want, a la Zion and Steph Curry and some other players. So we gotta get lucky, man. We need some luck on our side. I mean, the only luck one we have was the Patrick Ewing one, but need some more luck like that.
Yeah, that's what it takes sometimes, right? It's you can do whatever you can, and it's tough in free agency. It's just in the NBA in general, how they incentivize players to stay with their teams. So you kind of got to rely on the draft and maybe a trade or something here and there. But it's a tough league, and you need a top 5 guy to win anything. So
yep, and then that's the thing, you're going to need at least 2 of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need 2 top 10 guys or top 5 guys. I mean, Milwaukee did it with Giannis, but you need
a top 5 in the top 20, somewhere around there.
Something like that, yeah, for sure.
And then on to MLB. I mean, not too much here. I mean, we got Judge still going crazy. Right now, he's at 51. He's got to get to definitely not going to get to the record, right? But I mean, he's got an opportunity to become the all-time leader for Yankees home runs, which is 61. So he needs another 11.
Yeah, he's rolling now. He's at 50 now.
I thought he's at 51.
Was it? I think it's 50. But anyways, he's still raking. Unfortunately, the Yankees are kind of up and down behind him right now. They play well for a few games and then forget how to play baseball for a few games. So, but he's focused on winning. He doesn't really, at least to the media, he doesn't really care about the home runs. He just wants to win, wants to get to the World Series, wants to win the World Series. So I think, if he's going to keep producing, he's going to have a big contract waiting for him at the end of the year.
Oh, definitely. He's definitely about to cash out. He's got the winning lottery ticket right now. So it's just it's just a matter of time until we see those zeros hit his bank account this summer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then don't let the Yankees win either. It's gonna be a ridiculous. He's probably looking at, if they win, I'm probably thinking he'll probably get like at least 600.
You think so?
I mean, everybody's getting 5, man. I mean, they're not.
He's older than these guys though. That's the problem.
I don't know, man.
I bet he gets something like, I don't know, let's say 7 and 300, something like that. Somewhere
I don't know, man.
35 to $40 million a year.
Even if they win the World Series, you think he still gets that?
Even if, yeah, I just think that he's at an age where it's just gonna be tough to pay him that much money for that long.
I don't know, man. I mean, but that's the thing. The Yankees got the money, man.
They absolutely do, yeah.
So I for them, the money's not an issue. So
yeah, no, absolutely. I just don't think they want to hamstring themselves down the road, right? I mean, you still gotta be, even if you got the money, you still gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, that's the thing. What like how much overpriced do you think he'll get paid because he's like pretty much a free agent? Like, what if another team offers more? Right now, it's like a bidding war.
It depends on the team. I think he's probably got a number in mind. He'll go to the Yankees, and the Yankees will probably come in a little bit lower than what he wants, and then you negotiate, right? It's on baseball. I think it's a little easier because everyone can offer the same amount. So if he wants to stay in New York, he'll get the contract there. I don't think he's going to get the 12 or 10, 12 year, $500 million deals that the younger guys are getting.
No, I think it's going to be a lot shorter, but I think the money's going to be there though.
It should, yeah.
But I mean, like I said, we're going to have to wait and see, man. Because the more home runs he hits, the better the Yankees do in the playoffs. You can keep adding some more zeros to that number.
Yeah, so he's 30, right? So you figure he's got another, I would say, 5 or 6 good years, and then you're going to pay for a couple of really terrible years. So I would say 7 or 8 years at 35 to 40 million a year, probably.
Yeah. So what are you thinking of, a 5 or a 5 or 6 at that price?
No, he'll probably get 7 or 8 because they'll pay for his good years, the 5 or 6 good years, and then the 2 really crappy ones where everyone's going to be like, get the hell out of here.
I mean, unless he's like Pujols, man, you never know.
Nah, it's true. That guy's a machine.
They call him the Terminator.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Do you think he gets to 700 before he retires?
Yeah, because I think he's not going to quit till he gets 700.
No, he said he's done no matter what at the end of this year. He's got six more home runs to go.
But that's the thing. If you need 6 more, you think you could do it in half the season next year if you come back?
I mean, I don't know what he has this year, but I think it was a long shot coming into this year, and then he got really hot after the break. Yeah, he's got 15 homers, and I think the majority of those are like in the past month and a half. So if he gets his 6 more, I think he retires a happy guy. But I don't think he's coming back to just hit a couple home runs. He's 42. He's been in the league, 22 years. He'll be 43 soon. I think this is it for him.
I mean, I hope he gets it done, man. Because it would suck if you like 1 or 2 short. That's what I said. If you're like 1 or 2 short, you got to come back next year, man. Regardless, man. You just got to
come back for like a couple weeks and then kill it.
Yeah, and then just leave, man. just to finish at 700, and then not really much else in baseball.
The Dodgers are absolutely destroying the National League right now.
They're destroying everybody, man. Like,
I know.
Like they on fire right now. Like
it's unbelievable. They're on pace to break the wins record.
Yeah, man. It's just they got a Avenger type squad, and they're living up to the hype. So I mean, you can't be mad at them, man.
No, for sure.
But I mean, everybody's gonna be watching to see if they fall or who they fall to, or if they do. But it's kind of like I feel like it's gonna be like not really like Floyd Mayweather, like people were waiting for them to lose. But I mean, people love to see other people's downfalls. So people will be staying tuned to that. And then, but I mean, LA has a big fan base, so all these LA baseball fans come out the woodwork when their team is winning. Some people see with Dodgers gear on that never mention anything about liking baseball in their life. So
I mean, it's no different than the Yankees in the late '90s, right? I mean, people coming out of the woodworks and everybody rooting against them.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. But I just feel like that bandwagon is full, man. They need to hop on some other teams.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I know your boy Tiger and Rory looking to start their golf league.
Yeah, the golf is I think Rory winning the FedEx Championship was huge for the PGA Tour. Huge win for them. Obviously, they lost 6 more guys this week with headlined by Cam Smith, number 2 player in the world, which was it's a tough blow. But I think this ultimately I think this will probably be good for golf. You're already seeing some of the changes into next year where they're guaranteeing 20 events with all the top players in the world. Bigger purses, more money. Again, stuff they've probably been working on, but we're dragging their feet a bit, and this kind of pushed them to do it. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out over the next couple of years, and whether or not the guys on the LIV Tour can stay in the majors, because they're going to be losing world golf rankings, and that's what kind of drives the fields. So, like I said, we'll see how it all plays out, but I think overall, I think it's good for golf, and it'll be good for viewing. Really, I mean, you get 20 solid events, which is kind of unheard of.
Oh yeah, but I wonder what's going to happen if their league starts to rival the PGA.
Yeah, I just don't know if it ever will. It depends on if they get the world golf rankings and all that, but eventually those big guaranteed sums of money are going to go away, and this might be the end of it. I mean, Cam Smith might be the last one, unless it's like, I heard they offered Hideki Matsuyama like something like $400 million or something like this, just because he pulls in so much money from Japan. But I think the PGA is kind of keen to what's going on, and they know they need Hideki, and they probably did some behind the doors dealing to keep him. But I think, like I said, ultimately that's going to all dry up, and then it's going to be, what tour do you want to play on? And I just don't see the competition on the LIV Tour. And then if you're guaranteeing bigger purses for the best players in the world, I think that there's a more of a, these guys are competitive, right? They want to play with the best players. They want to win these tournaments. So I think ultimately the PGA Tour will survive, but it's definitely gonna take a hit. It already is.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I wonder, because that's what I'm saying. If we see what LIV did, right? They put some dent in the PGA, right? Now, imagine all these players now that want to go play for Tiger and Rory, right? So.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. That's going to be a Monday night thing, and it's all virtual. So it'll be, I think it's 3 teams of 3, 6 teams of 3, something like that. That will be an interesting concept, because they'll have like a crowd inside somewhere. I don't know. We got to see how it all kind of plays out, but that looks like a kind of a fun Monday night deal.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The ratings, man. Imagine you're getting double the ratings on that tour compared to the PGA. I mean, that
won't be a tour though. That's just going to be a one night thing. I think it's going to be in conjunction with the PGA Tour.
No, bro. That's what I'm saying. So let's say you have it one night, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. Let's say you have it one night, right? And then now the ratings are double than whatever the highest PGA event was, right? Now all of a sudden Comcast says, "Hey, Tiger, Rory, we're willing to sponsor you guys XYZ if we can get more matches." Right. Then from one match turns to 5 to 10, and then now you got all these advertisers in the mix, right? Trying to because of the ratings, and then now the PGA is just the second fiddle.
I don't think that'll happen, just because it's virtual golf, and I just don't see that. And again, like it's going to be in conjunction with the PGA Tour, so I think the PGA will benefit from it, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, we got to wait and see, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting though. But definitely, if it doesn't turn into anything, it's definitely gonna give more light to the PGA. So
yeah.
And then it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. We got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right, so tonight we had a vegetable medley with a grilled sausage and a dill, like a creamy dill sauce mixed in. So the veggies I used a red onion, zucchini, yellow and green pepper, and mushrooms, and just kind of mix those all up. Olive oil, salt, pepper, grilled them up, and then separately did just 4 sausages on the grill, and then for the sauce it was mayo based with olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, garlic, lemon juice, and then a bunch of fresh dill chopped up. So really just put a base of veggies down. Took the sausage, chopped it up, threw it on top of the veggies, threw on the sauce on it, and mixed it all together. And it was a nice, relatively quick and healthy meal.
I mean, you can't go wrong with sausage and peppers, man.
No, never.
And wait, what kind of sausage? What did you said? You said the.
So it was a Polish style brat, but it was I forget. I don't know. It was delicious. It was just a local one down here in Charlotte, but it's really good.
I mean, that sounds good though, man. Because I remember,
Yeah.
I remember anytime we made sausage and peppers for barbecues, you could just eat it with on a bun like a hot dog,
for sure.
or you can just eat it straight up with just the sausage and peppers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what'd you guys drink that down with?
So this week, got another beer from Charlotte. Sycamore is the brewing company. They're just south of the city, pretty big, pretty well known. Their flagship is the Mountain Candy, so that's what we had tonight. It's I'd say it's a pretty standard IPA. You can pretty much get it anywhere around here. And another one similar. It's I think $12 for a 4-pack, which isn't too bad. And I think it's I would just say it's just your kind of go-to standard dry hopped IPA. It's got some citrus. They quote that it kind of tastes like a little bit like rainbow candy. I don't really get that, but I do get the heavy citrus flavor. And
okay,
just pretty standard. I'd probably throw it at like an even 7.
I mean, that's not too shabby. But
no, I think it's one of those where you know what you're gonna get. It's not gonna wow you, but you're not gonna be disappointed either.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. That's what I said. It's not bad. Wouldn't call it a staple, but I mean it's definitely something. Probably more of a mood type beer.
Yeah, I think it's something if you're at a place and you don't really know or you're not familiar with the beer list and you see it, or if you're at a grocery store and you want to grab something quick, you don't want to have to look up beers or think about it. I think you're not going to go wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely. As I said, it's one of those that can't go wrong, but it's not one that you would go to more
right.
more often maybe once every few months or so. But
exactly.
Sounds great, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then this week for the BRRs, not too much. I mean, we had mentioned before, we have Rap Shit, great show. If you like Insecure, check it out. About 2 women that are inspiring to be female rappers. So definitely has some ratchetness to it. Definitely fun to watch. One thing I was surprised about this week actually was that the Dragon Ball Z movie beat out Idris Elba's Beast movie at the box office. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody wants to see Idris Elba fight Scar from Lion King. So there was some other news in Love is Blind. All the couples from the second season, they're split up. So we saw that coming, just a matter of time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Mike Tyson Hulu series started. So far, it's okay. Not going to lie. I wasn't impressed. I was expecting more. I thought we were going to get more than what they showed, but maybe that'll come in later episodes. And part of me wants to hate it because Mike Tyson didn't okay it. They kind of just did it based off of the book, one of the books he wrote. So, which I think is weird. How does copyright, how does that work with copyright? If somebody makes a movie on the book you wrote, but you don't get paid for it.
I don't know how that works. That all works out.
So that's an interesting thing. And I'm also interested to see when his comes out, because apparently Jamie Foxx is playing him. And we saw Jamie Foxx play Ray, did a great job with that.
He did. Yeah.
I can only imagine the voice of, him doing the voice right, but then he's gonna have to get the body right in shape, and then the other pieces around it, as far as like the Tyson story, the situation with Don King, and all the other aspects. So then we got the Lord of the Rings coming out this week as well. Hearing good things about it. It's gonna be like Game of Thrones on steroids with this budget that Tom told us about. Each episode is like $50 million. So I mean, we're gonna get a lot of CGI, a lot of costumes, a lot of stuff going on. Even though I wasn't the hugest fan of Lord of the Rings, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's gonna be a good one. I mean, again, we're rivaling House of Dragons here, but it should be good.
Oh yeah, because I think this is the Lord of the Rings is like a prequel to the Lord of the Rings like movies as well. So I mean, we're gonna have two prequels going at it with similar like atmospheres and styles, but it's gonna be interesting to watch. I just hope the Lord of the Rings one is not too like in depth where you get lost. You don't remember who's who. Right. But I'll probably just watch one of those who's who videos after the first episode.
Just have the Wikipedia up on the side.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Well, the thing with Amazon, like when you press pause, it will show you. It shows you the characters, but it won't show you like. It doesn't give you the full in-depth breakdown though, like how we want it, where it shows this person was related to this person or so forth. Right. So, and then C is back. I mean, great show. It's like it's pretty much like Game of Thrones, but people can't see, but no dragons.
So it's not like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, not really, but I mean, if I had to compare it to something, I would say it's similar to like a Game of Thrones where there's different factions and they're all fighting for power, but the thing is everybody's blind, right? And then there's like people that can see, but the people that can see, they consider them witches and like they kill them, like kill them like witches. But then there's people that can see that they don't know that can see, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, overall, the fight scenes are great. It's the way the fight scenes are interesting because even though they're blind, like it shows you how they rely on their other senses to fight. Like they'll tap the floor or like they feel by vibrations. And then they have like assassins that just follow people, but they can't detect them because they're just like silently moving around them, which is pretty funny. So, but overall, it's a good show, man. Definitely something you want to check out. I mean, I think this season is the last season, the third season. So if you probably wait for it to finish, you can binge all 3 seasons, give you something to watch for the fall after Game of Thrones or during Game of Thrones. So your girl Rachel is Deluxe is suing Netflix for the Inventing Anna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's claiming they defamed her, which I thought was pretty funny. I mean, they based their documentary off of the New York Times Magazine article they put out about her and all that information. So, I mean, well, how could you sue somebody for defaming you when you was like frauding?
She's claiming a dishonest portrayal. These companies, these production companies vet this stuff big time before they go and do it. So, she can sue it, sue them basically just to say, hey, look, that wasn't me, even if she's doesn't intend on winning or anything like that. But just to kind of save face. That's typically what they do.
Yeah, but I figure maybe they'll probably still settle. I feel like
they probably eventually,
but at the end of the day,
they'll probably give her a couple $100,000 and tell her to go screw.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably money she don't have.
No, I agree.
So, I mean, I'll take 100,000.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but for Netflix, it's a basically like shut up money. Like
pretty much.
Leave us alone.
Then let's get to it, man. We got House of Dragons episode 2. How are you feeling now about it, man?
It was a little uncomfortable for a little while there. When the king was about to marry a 9-year-old, I think I audibly gasped when I saw her walking with him. I was just like, whoa. But I think that, ultimately we kind of saw the decision that was going to happen and knew that it was not going to be a popular one with the, I forget his cousin and I forget his name now, the other, the Valerian family there. I think it's obviously setting up Daemon and the Valerians against the Targaryen family. So I think they're setting the basis here. they did a 6-month hop, and then there's another big hop here to get them into where the action takes place. But I thought it was good. I think it was more of like a setup episode more than anything, which is fine. You need them, but we'll have to see how the new marriage plays out and how that ties into the heirs and all that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, we're gonna see this is when the dominoes gonna start falling. And things about to get crazy. And then they showed the guy I was talking about, the crab, the crab guy. Yeah. Apparently, there's rumors going around that he's like a bastard Targaryen too. So.
Oh, okay. That would make sense, I think.
Yep. And then, but I mean, that's not the other Easter egg somebody told me, but I'm about to give it to you right now. So.
All right, what you got?
All right. So you remember the lady that they washed in Game of Thrones, right? You remember the lady that was walking around talking about she's the sun god or whatever it was? I forget her name. Is it Melisandre? Is that her?
The red woman?
Yeah, her, right?
Yeah, that's Melisandre.
So you remember how at the end, right, where after like the Night King was defeated or whatever, she took off the like the like chain gauntlet on her neck.
Oh yeah.
So there's like scenes where the the daughter has like that same gauntlet on.
Okay. Rhaenyra?
Yeah, so basically they're saying that maybe that she turns into her, or she is Melisandre. Her. Yeah, like she's her, because remember, she's the one that's still, the father told her the story about pretty much the Night King, what's going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. And then she's going around spreading that. She's like the only one that really knows it, and that's probably why she knew that, because her father told her, and that's why she's so old, because when she takes the thing off, and when she takes it off, she has white hair.
Oh yeah.
So maybe they're saying maybe that's her in the future.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Yep, we're gonna have to fact check that some more. But definitely keep an eye out for that. But overall, I like the direction the show's going. Looks like it's getting it's gonna get spicier and spicier each episode. And then we just gotta pay attention to these time jumps. Because they're gonna be moving fast.
They are.
Then still finishing up Blackbird. Got one episode left.
All right, we'll have to throw a review down next week on that.
I mean, so far so good, man. But like you said the ending was a little disappointing. But I mean, we kind of figured what was going to happen, because it's based off a true story. It's not like something that was like fiction where they made it up. So
right.
And then any other new shows you're watching?
Finished up Echoes, which was on the new hot shows on Netflix. I thought it was pretty good. I think we talked about it a little bit. It's a little confusing at first, but you figure out why they don't really give you a backstory, but it kind of plays out throughout the whole show. But I think it's worth a watch. And I think like Tom had said, it's definitely a tough one to land to bring home. I thought they did a pretty good job. It wasn't like there was no like huge bombshells dropped at the end. You kind of had an inkling of what was going on, but I thought overall it was a pretty good show, well worth the watch. It's 7 episodes, doesn't take too long, and it was pretty good. Acting was pretty good. Yeah,
I mean, you can't go wrong with good acting, man. But
no, and it's all the mysteries, right? I mean, there's multiple murders over the course of 25 years that now are coming to light that they're trying to solve, but they've just had a hard time doing, and it's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, man, definitely that's definitely on my list coming up after these shows, because I got to finish Blackbird. Started the Manti Te'o documentary, pretty much when he got catfish by another player, and then I got that on my list, and then I mean, we're gonna have, obviously we got Game of Thrones, well, it was called House of Dragons. We got the Lord of the Rings. And then I think there was something else starting too that was on my list besides those. And then I think that's pretty much it, man. I don't got anything else.
That's all I got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.
Till next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.